afternoon, everybody. I think it takes a lot of courage to be here on a Saturday afternoon listening to all of us.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's good? All right. I was concerned about the translation between my Microsoft 8.0 or 8.1 into the Macintosh. Had some issue in the past, actually, but hopefully this will work. So let me move into the presentation. And by the way, I'm not here for money, though I would love a check for $500,000 if you have. We're here more for awareness and also on the ecosystem of what we are proposing. And then smart partnership, that's what we want. So what I'm proposing here is basically light and sound therapy in a wearable ecosystem. Unlike others in the room, I actually have a product, and this product's been developed, several iterations of it, and it actually works. And it is being distributed worldwide presently. NASA is using it, as well as a few other local companies here in the Bay Area. And I invite you to come and try it at the end of this event, so you can actually test its wonderful effect. So let me give you a bit about my history and what I've been doing. I'm 51 years old. I may not look like it, but I am 51 years old. I've been in 9 different countries living, paying taxes, and visited 46 countries. And the one thing that I've done is going from import-export to electronics to SAP, Oracle. Most of you have done that route, software solution, and selling to the enterprise. The last frontier that I want to explore at 51 is wellness. Like Art Livingston is now driving Calico in terms of extending longevity. I like to basically see how the brains and the mind can afford us longer and more balanced lifestyle. So this is the proposition, is that we're proposing technology that is wearable, that induces on-demand stimulation for energy, calm, and focus. And this statement came from a well-known venture capitalist organization here in Silicon Valley, who basically sent a check for $13 million to a pseudo competition of ours. Actually, they are about 4 years behind in terms of delivery cycle, because we're already in the market for the last 8 years. So this organization stated that that unlocking the power of the mind will be one of the greatest advancements of our lifetime, and a frontier that consumers should have access to as well. Not just clinical study and doctors and PhDs in medical school, but all of us. So, root cause effect, stress. This is the product. It's right here. It's working. It's being deployed worldwide right now. We have production capacity of about 10,000 per month as we speak. It's been designed and thought of out of Europe, and obviously all road leads to China. So it's out of Shenzhen that's been produced. And also a Japanese plant is considering producing it also in Japan. So let me show you a video to sum up why we are here. Is there any sound? That's what I thought. It's always the case. Can you fix the sound?
Academic of the 21st century. Well, now there's a 21st century solution. This is the PSIO 1.1 MP3
Yeah, okay.
the world's first and only all-inclusive audiovisual stimulation system developed to reduce stress and leave you feeling focused, refreshed.
Sorry guys, this was not supposed to be, this whole thing was supposed to be gone, right? On the Microsoft environment. On the Mac environment, it's blocked.
Sound therapy on mind and body. Using precise light and sound rhythms, PSIO helps reduce the endless brain chatter that leads to stress and worry, helping you achieve a state of deep and blissful relaxation. PSIO includes 8 hours of audiovisual content designed to increase memory, focus, concentration, and much more. Over 65 titles in all. It takes just minutes a day. And the effect is like taking a relaxing and re-energizing vacation without ever leaving home. Perfect for busy and overworked adults, for stressed out teens and college students, and for anyone looking for a safe, proven, and effective way to truly relax and de-stress.
Okay. So a little bit of technical difficulty. So the purpose of this is basically to alleviate stress, allow you to focus, relax, and be more productive at work. So we are proposing to HR basically the concept of corporate wellness, increasing productivity, focus, and concentration, allowing your team to be much more productive. Moving forward, we're already selling this worldwide. So we came to the United States last year, summer give or take. I brought 1,000 units, and we went to New York, LA, San Francisco. I went to Union Square, and yes, the gentleman was mentioning, if you haven't gone face-to-face with your client, put it into their hand, have them try it, you haven't really explored the market. So I met with 1,300 people face-to-face, document all of them, put it in their hand, have them try it, snap pictures, and give me their feedback. So we met with CEOs of the company, CTO, as well as people on the street in Union Square in San Francisco, and there was constantly a lineup in terms of people wanting to try it. Genentech was the last one, which was last Tuesday, and then Zoho Corporation was yesterday, actually. So there was a group of 50 that came to Zoho. Genentech was 320 that came, actually. And then we have a list of 80 people lining up to test drive it, and we bought 20 of those units. 12 were sold in about an hour and a half at Genentech for their own ecosystem use. So what we are proposing beyond simply our device is an interconnected device. And I believe there's a couple of gentlemen in the back there that talked to me about wellness platform, which we will talk and connect later. So we propose Samsung Gear 2. We propose also Android phone, and it stimulate from our device, measure from the smart watches, and then analyze from the smartphone. Behind it, we can have big data to do the analysis and the trending on all those devices. So application towards gear for wellness, application towards traveling, jet lag, as well as recovery when you are exhausted from your trip, how to re-energize and eliminate that exhaustion. Fitbit is one of the partners we're looking at as well as Microsoft Band and the Windows Phone Mobile. I still got 2 minutes here, so I'm pretty much done. Right? Is that how it works?
Thank you.
Right.
So let me understand what you have.
Yes.
You put on this device, it flickers colors and it's supposed to reduce my stress. Is that it? Did I get it?
Einstein neurotherapy for the last 200 years had been developed by the first scientist named Pierre Genet out of France. It evolved into a whole science. It is applied to sport. It applies to surgery in Europe. And yes, it does attenuate brain chatter and control mood, uplift it or downgrade it.
So I think a more compelling presentation to me would have been if you shown like half a dozen charts that this is some new science. It looks stupid, but it's not. Let me tell you this chart number 1, chart number 2, chart number 3. It has reduced PTSD syndrome in soldiers from 31% to 9%.
PTSD, yeah.
Whatever, I mean, I'm just making it up. So
you
give me some data so I can believe that this thing has some science behind it, otherwise it looks like an annoying toy. So by giving some data, you could have really converted the whole tenor of the conversation. Really, I know you're not trying to raise money.
No.
But even to the audience, for them to make it relevant, is the credibility of the science, credibility of how this worked, what results have been achieved, what stage are you at, where do you need to go to the next stage? That would have been more informative. So,
understood.
You know, interesting.
So we can do this in about 30 minutes. Unfortunately, I only have 7. So I would invite you to come and try that for 30 minutes. The length of time that it takes for the effect to really build up and create the result that you want.
Great, thanks for your presentation. A couple of questions. So thanks for talking to your customers. Thanks for listening to them. That's extremely important. Now, after you've done that and you have your product, how many have you sold? And if you haven't sold any, how many?
266,000 units.
Say that again? Say that again?
266,000 units.
Okay, do you have any orders coming up?
We sell them all the time.
Okay.
I sell them today.
So that should have been your slide number 2, sold 250,000 units, right there. I would have been completely like over there like this.
Right.
And
again, I want to thank Sudhir for getting me in here, because our conversation happened a few days ago, and he said, you should come with this thing because it's really pretty cool. But you're absolutely right. If this pitch was to basically ask you for a check, it would be a completely different story.
No, even as a customer, in any situation, that is the most important data point I've heard in the last 9 minutes.
Yeah, validation there. And how much money do you make for each unit? What are the margins?
That is trade secret.
Oh. Well, he's not
Because I'm selling them right now outside, so if I give him a margin, it would be fair, would it?
You're not asking for money, so okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Fair enough.
Trade secret, I don't know, trade secret.